I'm going to quickly toss it across to Snehi for the closing trades.
Well, absolutely tempered day of trade coming in for the last day of the trading week. If you take a look at the way the Nifty has panned out, sharp cut after the dollar index and the rupee to dollar ratio that moved about 1% lower. So you have Nifty 50 that's about 0.5% lower right now. Sensex 2 seeing about 0.5% cut. Advanced decline ratio very steeply skewed in the favor of the declines. And on the back of that, take a look at the India VIX today, a 10.5% uptick, something that we haven't seen in many months. The India VIX is about 11% right now. Has crossed that about 13.5 level right now. On the Nifty gaining side, Maruti Suzuki, Interglobe, M&M, Maxell did well, but on the flip side, deep pressure on JSW Steel 3% lower. Hindalco on the back of the Novelis Fire is lower by 3%. Tata Steel, Bajaj Finance, HCL Tech, Bajaj Finserv, all of these stocks are lower. Want to see two stocks, Axis Bank and Kotak Bank. Axis Bank, that fundraising announcement has come, and Kotak Bank stock split has been approved in the ratio 1:5. So watch out for both of those stocks as well and how they react. Sectorally, FMCG the only gainer today. Big cuts on metal, realty, PSU banks, pharma, IT and auto. But with that, we are wrapping it up on this edition of Closing Trades and how we've performed. And in fact, let me take it back to Aisha in the studio.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Snehi. Kunal, give us a sense. You always give us a roundup at the end of every day of trade. Give us a sense as to what today's day of trade means. 0.5% lower. The pressure, at least on the broader end, is evident. 1.3% lower on the Nifty small cap. Even the mid cap index sinking. The breadth also unfavorable. Is it a sign of worry for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of worry because, coming to a point where the index was almost at 26,200 levels thereabout, and then reversing or retracing immediately on the back of what's happened across the globe. And it's not a mild reaction, a 1100 point cut on the Dow, almost an retracement of sorts for the Nikkei and many of the other indices, 2.5% down. That's going to have a ripple effect, for our markets. We were doing pretty well for ourselves till, I think, 3/4 of the trading session, except for the point when the rupee started to fall towards 89.4 mark. That's, I think, broke the back for our markets today. So hopefully if we see, the rupee making a climb back again, then I believe that we can find our feet back again. There are a lot of imponderables in this kind of a market. You need global markets to bounce back or stabilize. You need the currency to bounce back and stabilize, and the geopolitical, the news flow across the global side, I think that has to abate. So all of those imponderables are the ones where our markets will probably try and gain feet.
But we get a breather, Kunal. So that's the positive. We get a breather, we get a 2-day breather, we get a weekend off. And thereafter, we analyze and look at how all of these moving parts play out. And we come back on Monday and get you better perspective. Thanks, Kunal, for joining us this afternoon. We'll let you go as well. And viewers, that's all from Aisha, myself, everyone who puts this show together. Thanks so much for watching. Stay with us. Live action continues here on ET Now. We continue to get market insights on the other side of this break. Stay with us.